the side.
No, I mean like me.
It's a grab hold of
How do you want me
someone.
down? What am I doing?
You look beautiful like that. To be a really good ugly model, you have to be very, very secure in yourself, because obviously you come to us with a look that some may say is unusual or out of the ordinary, but it's something you can use to your benefit. So obviously normal modelling agencies wouldn't take someone with sticky out ears or looks very wrinkled or a certain age or a certain height. Whereas obviously we want people to be confident with the way they look, because obviously that is their main selling point, and that's what we're going to send them out there to clients for. We do have some traditional looking models as well, but they've all got a certain edge to them or a certain skill that you don't normally see. So for example, Briar, she's beautiful, she's got a great look, very wholesome, but then she's a burlesque dancer, she's a pin-up model, so it's not just kind of standard editorial, classic looking models. There's always something different to them.
Ugly was set up in 1969 by a fashion photographer and an advertising guru. It was basically a silent partner, and they had this one ad. They placed one ad in a daily newspaper to say, if you've got an interesting face, contact Ugly, and that's the only time that Ugly has ever advertised. We've had times before when people think that you're like exploiting the models, which is so not us at all. We had a larger lady once who joined us and said, you know, that people were like exploiting the fact that she's a larger lady, but she even come back then and said, you know, this is absolute rubbish, because she was the one who gained confidence when like she ends up in a newspaper and then on a front cover of a magazine.
I was bullied at school about my ears and things like that, and then I went through a rehab process for some addiction stuff, and I shaved my head because I always used to have long hair to cover them up. I found that very liberating. So Ugly's like, that's a cool thing, that's an individual thing. So it's a process of that being something that I associate to be part of me, as opposed to thinking there's something wrong with me. I now think, well, that's awesome.
In the 50 years that Ugly has been in existence, we worked on virtually every single big film, TV show or photo campaign that you can kind of think of where there's been people slightly out of the ordinary or unusual looking. So we supplied all the original aliens for the Star Wars films, dating back from the '77 original one up until the new Star Wars films that are being made now. We supplied all the party goers for films like the Rocky Horror Show. We worked on the Carry On movies, up until kind of recent Hollywood films. There's a lot more stuff being shot in the UK now, and a lot more film productions want the kind of unusual people that we have. So you have all the fantasy movies like the Fantastic Beasts, the Star Wars, and they all want the giants or the dwarves or the enormous people.
I mean, the high profile stuff we do is really sort of so like extreme, from anything from Marks and Spencer to Gucci. Weirdest thing was once I was asked to find 10 sumo wrestlers for a commercial. Where do you find 10 sumo wrestlers? You know, we had one on our books and we hunted around. I got 7, so I didn't do bad really.
I never thought I'd be a model, no. It was mainly for a joke. Me and my friends went on this runway competition in the mall, but it was for a joke. And then I won.
I'm 61 and no, I never thought I'd be a model because I'm too different looking.
I'm a British champion bodybuilder, but prior to becoming a British champion bodybuilder, I'm a qualified school teacher.
I am a bricklayer by trade, but I don't do much of that now. I just do a bit of modelling. Harry Potter on set with Johnny Depp and all the others, magical.
Modelling? Me? Come on, I'm an old biddy.
I worked at the Playboy Club when it first started.
I got into modelling just a coincidence.
I've also been Christina Hendricks' body double on an Agatha Christie movie.
So I used to be a bodybuilder. I'm listed as the smallest bodybuilder in the UK.
If you want to pay me to show up and just look like I do, then who's the winner?
Are you calling ugly?